Namaste. Greetings, all of you. Wishing you a great day ahead. Let's go to the Sutra of the day today. Some people sting a lot, do not respond to the provocation until it can be done incisively. The moment you react, you are psychologically entangled. This is exactly what they want. They want your attention. They want your energy. Do not respond. Keep your distance. This type of people is like an octopus. Again, this is another technique to protect ourselves from people who are harsh and, attack people with words that can sting. Meaning, the bee stings, right? After the bee stings, you will feel the pain. Not immediately after it stings, also, but then much later, hours later also, the sting of the bee will be very painful. Even though the bee is so small, for hours, sometimes it can be even poisonous to the extent you may need healing, right? Or you have to take an antidote for that venom that has been injected by the bee. Some of the words of people are exactly like that. They can sting a lot. In such a case, what should you do? The teacher immediately says, do not respond to the provocation. Meaning what? They're provoking you to respond so that they will get something from you. They want your psychological attention. They want you to get psychologically entangled. They want your energy. So in other words, it's like this. When two people are involved in a conversation, imagine the person holds you like that, right? You still can pull it out. Remember? To imagine this is person one, person two. One person tries to entangle like that. You still can remove it, right? But when you get entangled, meaning you are also provoking, right? So you are like this. You try to. That's difficult to get this hand out right now. In other words, imagine these two people. One person is provoking, another one, you, also got entangled. Now the energy transfers one person to another person. In other words, you become exactly like the other person. Now, when you are in the same frequency, the person will beat you upside down. The question is why? Because when you're on a high energy level, you're protected because when somebody attacks you, you're peaceful here, the energy will bounce back. Remember, we talked about this before. But the moment you stoop down to their energy level and you got entangled, you're in the same frequency of the person. When you're in the same frequency as the person, then the person being highly negative and knows how to handle this negative energy a lot when compared to you, you're in the wrong terrain. It's like trying to beat a crocodile when it is in water. That is the strongest area. Even if you're a powerful, even an elephant can be pulled down by a crocodile that is in water. In other words, the moment you get entangled with people who are negative, extremely negative, they can drown you. They try to get you entangled just to get your energy. The teacher says, do not respond to this. The idea is to keep the distance away. Meaning, how can you keep the distance away? Does the teacher say run away from the situation? No. No. The teacher does not want us to run away. So when you're saying when you're entangled, mean you are in the same frequency. When you're not vibrating to the provocation, when you're not getting entangled with the provocation they do, you're already distance apart because your frequency and the other person's frequency are different. So in other words, Do not stoop down to the frequency of people who sting. They will be more powerful in the negative zone. So keep the distance away, stay in your zone of peace and love. This is what the teacher is trying to give as an amazing technique. Think about it. I want you to really practice this and then write a testimonial in the link below. Namaste. Good day to all of you.